My daughter Emily met me on the day after May 6, 2013. She asked me to meet her at a park to talk to me and told me that she had a terrible problem and she was addicted to heroin and she needed help. She couldn't stop and she just kept saying, Mommy, Mommy, I'm so sorry. I've tried and tried. I just can't stop. I need help. I need help. I think in the beginning, she used to say she thought she had it all under control. She wasn't like everybody else. She wasn't addicted. And then she was just a complete mess. She'd been hiding the drugs from me for at least 8 months,
almost
9 months.
A year.
A little less than a year. And she died December 3rd, 2016.
Emily wasn't the first kid from her class to die from her high school. I think she was probably the 7th or 8th, maybe more. Like, it's happening, and by ignoring it, we're not going to fix it.
I always tell people it's like we got on a roller coaster ride, a heroin roller coaster ride we never bought a ticket to. It was horrible. It was absolutely horrible. The ups and downs, the constant fear if she was going to be alive every single day. And you were constantly learning, like in the beginning, what you thought you were doing to help, you would learn wasn't helping, it was enabling, or maybe if the first time you did it, it was helping, but the second or third time you did it was enabling. It's very hard, the choices you have to make, and I don't fault people for which choices they make. I finally just said I would do anything I could to help her get off drugs, but I would not do a single thing that made it easier for her to stay on them. So if I knew she was using, I usually would say she couldn't stay here. You know, and she did stay here a lot when she was using, but she'd try to hide it from me, and then the whole ball game changed when she found out she was pregnant with Carter. She met President Clinton in April, and Carter was really little. We went to see him speak at the PennLive building, and so when they saw us with a baby, they put us like in the front row. And the last 5 minutes of his speech, he talked about the opioid crisis, and she was just mesmerized, and she kept saying how much it meant to her to have the president think people like her were important enough to worry about the president. I mean, I've always been an advocate for all kinds of things, but never for something that's personal, and I feel really fierce about it because I firmly believe you have the right to keep it quiet if it's in your family, you don't want to talk about it. But Emily used to always say, this addiction is a disease that thrives in the darkness and only dies in the light. And that was one of her favorite things when she would do her 12-step stuff, talking about that. And I firmly believe that. And it wouldn't matter if Emily had been doing 24 bags a day and living under a bridge for 5 years and we didn't even know where she lived and she died of it, it would be horrible. But the saddest thing for us is we got her back that last year. We really thought she was going to make it. And the most insidious thing about this is it can take you out anytime. There is no amount of clean time that makes you safe. You have to work the rest of your life to not die from this. Because when we got her autopsy report, it said that the only toxin she had in her system, died in a parking lot at Starbucks by the Mall, was caffeine. She smoked nicotine, or her coffee from Starbucks, nicotine from smoking, and 100% pure fentanyl, because the pack she got was a death pack. So once she passed away, I could barely do anything. I was like catatonic unless I had to do a hearing. I kind of feel like, in one way, I feel like it happened 100 years ago. Other ways, I feel like it happened yesterday, and other ways, I feel like it's not even real, that it didn't even happen. Diane and I always say, we can't regret what happened when we were going through it. I think I made the best decisions each time with the information I had. Now I look back, if I look back, I'd be like, oh, that was really stupid. But we wish, the biggest regret I have is I wish Emily, Diane, and I knew more before Emily died of the whole dopamine thing and how heroin chemically alters the way your brain works. Because she used to say, Mommy, I just don't feel normal. Like, I'm not happy anymore. I mean, I love Carter, I love you, but I just don't feel normal. And like a couple of nice guys asked her, and I don't belong with anybody normal. It was really sad, and we didn't know maybe if she understood that, it would have helped her a little bit, but we didn't know that then. And Emily dies, and now I'm raising a 9-month-old all by myself. It's like the Greek mythology figure that rolls the rock to the top of the hill and it rolls right back down. Not that she's a rock, and I would fight to the death to take care of her, but it is not what I ever thought my life would be. There's Mommy Emily. You want to shower?
Oh, wow, you see.